the time of House Spoff is here. It's been a really good playthrough. It's actually been one of my favourite playthroughs we've done on the channel, I think. We're starting with House Shadow Chancellor Drod Spoff. What am I talking about? Shadow Chancellor Drod Spoff, the accursed, our first character there. The man who started to build House Spoff into its glory, eventually becoming the elected Shadow Chancellor there, the head of Asshai before his death. His son, Lord Drod Spoff, who reclaim the city of Stygia, the supposed cursed city of Stygia, before eventually losing it to the Shadowmen Revolt. And then his son, our current character, Topbog Priest Hater, who fled Asshai after the failure of the city of Stygia to the Manticore Isles with nothing left but a failing colony desperate to rebuild. And in his last hope, in his last desperate act, he faced the dragon of Asshai and tamed it. We got ourselves the dragon Tyvaron. What a cool boy, eh? 38 Marshal, incompetent commander, obviously. They generally don't get, dragons aren't known for being good at commanding troops. Playful, that's kind of nice. Increased taming chance, we got very lucky with that one. Also wrathful. So lower taming chance. Man, personal combat skill plus 50, though. Although we can't see the personal combat. There is no personal combat modifier. Why is that? Oh, because it's minus 50 and plus 50. Okay, so he's actually got 0 personal combat. So if we fight another dragon, we have to be kind of careful, because we might end up getting our ass handed to us. Yeah, because look at this guy, 110. Compared to our dragon with 0, that's not very good. But what we can do is this opens up a whole bunch of Casus Belli for us. So now that we're a Dragon Rider, we have some very unique gameplay effects. Like I mentioned last episode, when we attack cities, when we fight armies, as a Dragon Rider, we can instantly scorch their armies, which will do a massive amount of morale damage, on top of obviously just direct losses. You're not going to wipe out their entire army or anything like that instantly, but you will do a lot of losses, because, you're breathing fire on them. You can also attack holdings themselves, sort of like a siege, but it's instant, because obviously you're just flying over the head with Dragonfire and just torching it to the ground. Very, very useful. Not only that, but it gives us access to Casus Belli as well, like I said. We can actually launch a direct conquest on Asshai. We could take the throne of Asshai, while it is right now currently with a war with one of the princes in Yi, Prince Lufar, the usurper of the Jinqui. We've got Shadowmen uprising again, a Shadowmen invasion nonetheless of Asshai there. So we could use this opportunity to dragon conquest Asshai, overthrow the Republic, and actually install ourselves as a dictator, a sort of Dragon Lord of the Shadow, and make ourselves the new Shadow King. Because there was the title of the King of Shadow, and obviously that's gone. What happened to the crown, though, I wonder? Where did the crown of Shadow King end up going to? I have no idea. Hang on. If we go, so this guy overthrew Asshai, didn't he? So what happened to, hang on. I'm going to have to find it here. So we had, was this dude the, no, how do I find the kingdom of Asshai? The Shadow, right, here we are, history. So it'd be, this dude here would have been the last Shadow King. Where is the crown gone? It doesn't matter too much. I imagine we can remake it when we actually seize Asshai. What it would do is it would give us a unique law that we can pass to basically flip from a republic to feudal. I think that should be our goal right now. Come from that, build ourselves up in the Manticore Isles a little bit, build up our power base, build up our troops, make this into our sort of pseudo-capital for now. Really sort of go into exile, make House Spoff the true powerhouse it's determined to be, with the power of the old ones behind us, swoop in on a dragon that nobody knows what we've got, turn upon a dragon and just torch the place, and put our flag on the Asshai throne, and then obviously overthrow it when we get to that stage. This guy's only 30, so we've got, potentially another 30, maybe even 40 years to do all of this in. We don't need to move in immediately, but we are also unable to actually declare war because the council say no. Fucking council. Of course the council would say no. We're goddamn Dragon Rider. We could sack a few people here and there. Oh, this guy's just better anyway, and he's a loyalist, so that's a good start. Shoebug is our wife, isn't she? She is. She's our strong wife. Now, what are we looking at in terms of an heir? Sorry, so it's been, I should mention, I've been and had Christmas. I went back to my hometown for Christmas, so I haven't played this game in about 6 days now. Hopefully you guys won't have noticed before my pre-recorded videos went up on time. I have been reading your comments, and honestly, the feedback on the series has been incredible. Thank you all for the likes and the comments and whatnot. Like I said, I'm really enjoying it, so I'm glad you guys are too. But I do have to refamiliarize myself with certain things. Strength Spoff is definitely the current heir right now, eh? Martial +2, diplomacy +1. Plus, he's got a 100% chance of taming a dragon. Now, when you die, your dragon will basically go into a rampage. It'll go into a fury, and it will go and establish a lair somewhere because they bond to only one person. So we would have to retame Tyvaron if that happened. So our son Drod Spoff with his strong trait actually has an increased chance of doing that, plus 100% chance. That's double your regular character, just in case you don't know what plus 100% means. So that's definitely what we want to do, right? Not only that, but we also have the option to grant a dragon egg, because our dragon, I assume, has a lover. I can't say I noticed. Yeah, it does. Sylviax. So it has a lover, which means it can produce eggs. I believe they can also make eggs without lovers as well, which is pretty useful. But that means we could grant a dragon egg directly to our son. So even if this dragon flies, you know, halfway across the world, we can keep dragons in the family. Maybe we should try breeding them. Now, there is a building in some provinces. I think it's just in castles, a dragon pit. Let me see if I can see it amongst all of these buildings. Yeah, there it is. Okay, dragon pit. Increases the chance, I believe, of breeding dragons. Increases the chance, there it is. So 5%, 5 times taming chance, 5 times hatching chance. Prevents dragons flying away to volcanoes upon their owner's death. So they'll fly to the nearest volcano, which in our case is Asshai, luckily enough. But say you're playing in Westeros, over in the Iron Throne, the closest one would be like Dragonstone. They generally fly over to Dragonstone on the owner's death. Now, obviously, we don't want that. We want to keep this dragon in our family, because it's the symbol of House Spoff. We should probably change it to a dragon or something, eh? Okay, so, let's get going. Now that I've sort of got back into what we're doing here, we're not leading armies, because you know what? I'm not willing to fight your battles for you. High Chancellor Arganth of Asshai. You can run the kingdom into the ground. I will rebuild it with Dragon Flame. What quality of education would you like to purchase for your son, did I really call him Spoff? That's the hardest name to pronounce I could have come up with. Oh my god, he's so bad. Indolent, Idolizer. Curious is a good trait, don't get me wrong, because that can become shrewd. These are terrible, though. Charitable would be okay. Zealous would be okay, but obviously Erudite, frail is god-awful. Indolent is god-awful because it becomes slothful or gluttonous. But the worst part about these is they work against their education. So, we can't train him to be a steward because of, you know, indolent. We can't train him to be marshal because of idolizer. I guess a diplomat? Why not, eh? We could try and force him to train as well. My son's not improved in his swordsmanship. So once a year, we can try and force him to become a fighter up to the level that we're training. So I believe we're only a poor fighter, so that's not going to do much. But we can also get our martial training troops as well, which I'll definitely do right now. Drod Spoff. You are my brother, Drod. Who have we got? Oh, Drod, what are you doing? Trying to kill Charmu Peng. Who the hell is Charmu Peng? Just my random courtier, my bodyguard, in fact. Okay, but you know what, I'm not too bothered about it. He can do what he wants. Let him have his fun, you know, there's not much to do here on the Manticore Isles, so we'll just leave him to do whatever. Right, okay, so, let's go ahead and... My son Spoff. He could be okay. He could be okay, so I'm actually going to spend the... 47 gold, though. How much are we making per month now? 5.6, 7.96 not included in the cost of the liege. Fuck it, why not? Honestly, let's try and get ourselves a good heir before we do absolutely anything else. That's important. A daughter? Oh, wait, that's a daughter? I thought it was a son. Wow. Yeah, no, I can kind of see what they're going for now. God damn it. Okay, that's bad. Drod Spoff is actually shitty then, because we can't make it our heir. Unless we somehow become primogeniture before we die. Because obviously, you know, females can't inherit the Republic. Sure, we'll go with Thrift for you then. Carla, that's a terrible name. You're going to be called, Kerp Spoff. Great name. Actually, probably one of my best names I've come up with, I think. Kind of terrible, though. I should have called you Drod Spoff. That's Drod Spoff. Jesus. Completely different name altogether. Not even part of the house anymore. Give the name before the public, because we have the just trait giving us +2 diplomacy. That seems pretty good. Why is our diplomacy so low? We're just shit, are we? Deceitful -2. Ooh, that's quite heavy. Oh, well, it doesn't matter too much. So lack of funds, yeah, we are massively in debt. Oh, we've also taken a loan. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Right, okay. We need to be very careful with money now then. In fact, I would recommend flipping back to the business focus temporarily. Why did I take this call? Oh, so we could join a society. We are part of the Alchemist Guild now, so let's not worry about it. That's going to be our way of gaining money. So that was the whole reason I did that, you might remember. Well, but I mean, you guys didn't remember because probably the episode came out yesterday for you guys. For me, it was a week ago. So the option to create fake valuables is there. That's going to allow us to pay off, hopefully, our debt to Bravos. Otherwise, they are not going to be too impressed by us. We'll end up, you know, getting a lot of, losing a lot of city vassal opinions, seeing as we're in a republic right now. That's definitely not something we want to do. This guy hates us. Traitor -50. Why? Why are we a traitor? I don't remember what we did. Honestly, who cares? We're going to declare war on him anyway, and that's probably the most traitorous thing we could do. You've been studying the art of mounted combat under the tutelage of a local horseman. That's pretty good. Getting the trained fighter. This dude's building himself up. Hey, improved combat ability. Cool. That's exactly what we need. You know, learning horsemanship. I'm sure you can apply that to riding a dragon, right? What's the difference? I mean, one's a lizard, one's a horse. That's fine. There's barely any difference. Fall in love or become a higher lord. Yeah, that's a good ambition for our boy Top Bog. Yeah, I think I've been calling him Top Dog, but maybe that's more appropriate these days. Top Bog Spoff, you get to become a higher lord, because that is absolutely what we're going to do right now. So what we can do with that, like I was saying earlier, is we can actually train our son now up to a level 2 fighter. So we might want to go up to these guys and you know, force train them whenever the hell we can. Now again, with the... Oh, God. Now, it's not always good. Low chance of them actually increasing their combat skill. And obviously, it's just free martial and personal combat if you succeed. There are some downsides. You can make your children hate you by forcing them to train. You can make them gain traits like wrath or traits like deceitful because they're willing to do whatever it takes to win. You can also be overzealous and apparently injure them. You can, very rarely, I believe, also maim them. Like, they can get injured in a horrible, horrible training accident and not be able to walk again or something like that. So that was not ideal. What about Drod Spoff? Why can't we train you? Oh, they need to be 8 years old. Okay, got it. His talents will be useful here. Who are you? You could potentially... Nah, you get out. 5 gold. 5 gold for selling this man out. Was sold to an unknown slave trader. This mod is so incredibly well, like, polished. In fact, they've got, like, little, like, explanations. Because normally in CK2, it would just say, went missing. I hate that. I really love the way that they've polished this up. You know, a whole, like, death icon there. Or a sort of death icon, I suppose. You know, gives them a little bit of backstory too. Hey, and there's 40 gold. I just really love the Game of Thrones one. I hope you guys have seen it. Especially because a lot of you said, like, you know, I'm not a big fan of Game of Thrones. I might not watch the series, but hopefully I've sort of converted some of you over to this as well. Because you don't really need to know much about Game of Thrones to you know, play over here in the East. Because even people who watch Game of Thrones wouldn't really know shit all about here, I guess. Wham. Fucking shit, why don't I call him that? Shows every sign of being infatuated with Zhou Qua. Follows her everywhere. Why not? How sweet. I mean, I don't know why you would ever say, you know, beat my child. How dare he? You horrible kid. Wang, you're not even going to become my heir, I don't think. Oh, he's the best of a bad situation, though, isn't he? My God, 10 learning. Although, from what I said before, learning does have a big role in education in the Game of Thrones mod, to my knowledge. So, patient is pretty good. Fear minus 10 is not ideal. What about our other kids? Timid and fussy will become a good diplomat. Limmerspoff. Limmerspoff. My God, these names are so good. Affectionate. So again, another diplomat. Man. Okay, we're going to force you to train. Hey, there we go. By forcing my son to fight, I made him a better man. Many of the mains around the corner are paying attention to him now. Getting the trait lustful. And a lustful 8-year-old. That's got some questionable connotations there. One of your slaves might have distinguished herself. Sell her off for some gold. And we have lost the trait wounded. Gain the trait scarred for some prestige. Yeah, scarred dragon rider. That'll make us look cool. All the ladies want to chase us around the court. Oh, no, wait, it's just our 8-year-old son. That's normal. Limmer insists that I have him to get an old hat to fit. Make it the trait willful. Willful's good for commander. I want him to become a commander. Someone capable of riding a dragon when I die. Fall in love with my wife. It's a real shame I didn't take that fall in love ambition then in hindsight, eh? Ruby earrings are exactly what she wants for 10 gold. 5 minutes ago. Got to be so careful with my gold so we don't get in trouble with Bravos. Meanwhile, buying ruby earrings for my wife. So what did we actually... How much money do I take from them? Sorry, 250 gold. Must have taken a loan of 200. That's not too bad. Again, when we get higher up in the Alchemist Guild, we should be okay. Now, what can we... Have they given us a mission? No, not yet. Get 100 esoteric knowledge for 50 gold. Ugh. I do want to rank up as soon as possible. We have to... So to rank up, we have to learn how to make wildfire. We have to be a patron for at least 3 years. Links in description. You can... And we also need 750 esoteric knowledge. Okay, fair enough. Well, the esoteric knowledge will come way before the 3 years, because I don't think we've been part of it long. Plus, because we have erudite and genius, we're going to get that in no time, and scholar as well. Oh, and our apparently quite high learning. What is our learning? Oh, 18. Well, that's pretty impressive. So we'll get that in no time. I don't think we need to focus on, you know, building up esoteric knowledge or anything. Just got to focus on how to learn wildfire. So to do that, you have to hire an alchemist. I don't know if you have to get the mission to learn wildfire first. Why don't we just try it? It's 50 gold. We lose 150 esoteric knowledge, so it gives us more time to build it up before that 3-year time frame. Let's hope it's proved to be useful. Do we have to wait until we get the mission, though? Yeah, we do. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, well, hopefully, let's mark him a special interest. That way, when we get the mission, we can just do it immediately, right? He's a scholar as well. An erudite scholar. Oh, man, he's really good. He's basically sort of like a guru from the Buddhism religion, obviously, in the base game there. Or it might just be any of the Indian religions, I guess, or the Dharmic religions. So you're sacked because this guy... Oh. Maybe you'll be a better maester? Yeah, there we go. So we can actually name our maester. So the maester will train your children, increase their learning, and also their relevant stats in their education. So that's obviously very, very good, getting this 21 stat magi there. So he can definitely help out a lot. So we've got our marshal. We need a better marshal. This guy's so bad. Amuri, welcome aboard. I'm going to send you a gift as... Oh, man, I've got to be careful with my money, though, haven't I? Let's not worry about it. You know what? You can train my children, because, again, that increases their chance of their personal combat. 3.68%. Oh, God, maybe we can find a better marshal to train them. Now, we're looking for somebody with, not necessarily good marshal, but someone with a good fighting style. Balerion on the Black Dread. Yeah, maybe not. Let's go for men who are willing to draw my core. Okay. So this guy is a skilled fighter. He'll do pretty well. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, UN, let's invite you to court. So that's level 3 of... level 3. Now, you can't manually force them... So you can't force them to train it up to level 4. Has to happen randomly. So level 3 is fine, because it's only a random chance of getting above that anyway. So level 3 is absolutely fine. Level 4, I don't know if it affects the chance of them progressing. I'm pretty sure that's just martial-based. So obviously, someone with, like, formidable fighter and a high martial would be the ultimate one to put here if you're training children. But for now, this guy's pretty good. Amuri's position on the Regency Council is under question. Yeah, we can remove him, because we're going to hire someone else anyway. He's fired from the council. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Is he at my court? There he is. Okay, so we've got a replacement already here. That worked out pretty damn well. Train children. 18.47% chance. So it actually might be, because he's only one martial higher than the last dude, might be based on their personal combat skill. So that's much, much better. So, on average, once every 5 years, they're going to increase their personal combat. That's awesome. Okay, you know, I'm also going to send you a gift so you stick around, because you're great, but you don't really like me that much, and I don't want him to leave our court for someone of his own culture and religion. So we'll try and keep him around as and when we can. Okay, that's pretty good. Nice. Again, I'm trying to make sure that our heir is ready to take over now that we've got a dragon in the family too. What artifacts have we got? So we just got Strange Stone, that weird book that we got from the old gods in, like, the second episode. That was creepy. And then, obviously, our dragon egg as well, which we can grant to us. We'll just grant that to our best son. You know, whoever we designate our heir will also get the dragon egg. So, you know, it's a friendly competition and all that. Hopefully they don't end up murdering one another. Slaves, no, sell them off. Right, okay. Sai Yuan, I think, is doing a fine job. Please don't let me sack him. Oh, god damn it, these councillors. 544. Oh man, we need to abolish this council. You guys suck, honestly. Lose the trait just, gain 10 tyranny. Can I just sack him and just rehire him immediately? No. Oh, come on, that's so bad. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, fine. I guess he's got like a modifier that stops him joining, or a character flag or something. Let's try and overthrow the council, because these boys are screwing me over a little bit, aren't they? Titles and officers, that's what we need to get rid of first and foremost, because that way we've got full control over who's on the council, even if we don't have full control of, you know, obviously the council itself. So I think, let's go to our council, find the troublemakers. So Priest Horp. Horp, honestly, you're out. You are doing my head in, so you can go. Welcome aboard. We've got, this guy is returning a favor to Salme, our spy master. So, Chief General, you are a loyalist. Durf, welcome aboard. Sorry I sat you earlier. No hard feelings there. Apparently Noxie's a loyalist. You are pretty good as well, right? Let's start consolidating power in the Manticore Isles. Really building up House Spoff's base here. So, who is saying no? You know, if we can get Selme to... I should have bought a favor before this. If we can get Selme to vote on our side, she's apparently an elephant. Which also means no, apparently. If we can get you to vote for us, that'd be pretty nice. Request account support, no. I mean, we could just buy a favor from these people. Request account support, he's going to say yes. And then if he is a shit with it, we could just get rid of him. You know, we could just ask him to leave our court. Right, there we go. So we got 4 votes now, in theory, so we should be okay. My aunt died. What a shame. Conveniently, just after we sacked her, she is dead. A small private funeral. There we go. They've approved the institution of the ruler's sovereignty over the council law. That's pretty great. Right, so now we can really start building ourselves up here. Diplomacy is next. So that's war declaration cannot be voted on by the council. That's what we need to be able to overthrow Asshai, because that's the one thing holding us back right now. Wait, we need a valid Casus Belli now, do we? Why have we lost that Casus Belli? I wonder if it's because they're... Is it... Shadowmen Revolt? Oh, it's probably because they're in a revolt. Okay. So that's the only thing that's changed. The war against this other dude ended, but they're in a revolt now, so we'll wait for that to end, and then... Oh, there we go. So it's stopped now. Can we declare war again? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So they have to not be in a revolt, but apparently an invasion, and external wars are fine. Internal wars are when we're limited. So again, once we've got rid of this, we could potentially declare war right now. This guy's arranged to meet you in the hopes of selling you a new slave. No, I don't want to buy any new slaves. Yes, debase them in. Let's try and get rid of this. Oh. Oh, hello. My position as regent to the High Chancellor means I have access to the treasury. I think I deserve a raise. Destroy them from the inside. destroy their economy. We're destroying our own economy by debasing the mints, but destroy their economy, undermine the system. That actually took the money out of his pocket. I never realized that. That's so good. With that money, we pay off the loans to Bravos. Then we're pretty much high-flying, eh? We are good. We could take another loan if we need it, but I don't think it's necessary. Do you want to build a flagship ready for the war on Asshai? Our own people. I feel like we've got bigger things to worry about right now, eh? Let's go ahead and start upgrading our capital, because don't forget, this is still a colony right now. So we've got to be very, very careful with how we're doing things. We are overseeing construction and everything, right? Yeah, we're overseeing construction. You oversee the realm. Everything's looking pretty good. You can get out. How long till we can get war declaration under control? That's going to be diplomacy. So, 8073. In 5 years' time, that's when we'll declare the war on Asshai. We've got 5 years to get ourselves a good heir, to build ourselves up into a decent, you know, to a decent, like, province, I guess. We don't want to spend too much on it, but I do want to get ourselves, you know, some troops, some armies just to back us up, because we can't just go in with the dragon and expect to win. We do need some troops to, even though it is possible to do that, we do need some troops to back us up, like a decent amount of troops. 5 years, I think we can do it. Especially as, you know, that's also going to give time for the colony to develop as well. It's going to give us time to build up our money, make our way through the Alchemist Guild too, so if we get some wildfire, you know, roll some cuts of wildfire through their gate, blow it up from the ground, attack from the sky with fire as well. That'd be kind of, that'd be really, really cool, I think. Roy wanted to learn to, Roy's, oh, I was going to say, Roy Spoff is a terrible name, but his actual name is Tanroy. It's easy, you can do it. Glad he doesn't dwell too much on these things. Timid. That doesn't seem like a good outcome at all. I don't want to buy slaves. I just want to have slaves in my... What if we click leave the slave trade? Okay, so we can actually still buy slaves for our camps. I think we need to do that as soon as possible. Because we saw... Have we seen it in this campaign yet? I don't think we have. But the slave camps are ridiculously powerful. Like, seriously OP. So, if we can focus on that, that will reduce build time and build cost modifier. It also gives us a lot of light infantry. So you basically just arm the slaves in times of emergency. But they have really, really low morale. But if we're leading them on dragon back, it won't matter too much because the dragon does huge amounts of morale damage. Look at that. Morale defense plus 40%. Morale damage plus 40%. That will hopefully balance out the negative, I think it's 70%, the slaves have from going to war. It won't be perfectly balanced out, but it will sort of almost be the same as not having it at all, right? So us on Dragonback, shit tons of light infantry, which we could buff up with, I was going to say tech, but obviously we can't. I wonder if there are any buildings that specifically affect... Oh, we could just go like morale of armies. I wonder if that affects the slaves in the capital. I doubt it, but it could do. That'd be kind of cool. Anyway, I'm getting way ahead of myself. Now, what we can do with the dragon while we're waiting for those 5 years is go on slave raids. What about, like, you? Okay, so you are under Yeti. Maybe not, then. What is it? Brown Emperor Boo of Yeti. Yeah, maybe not. You can be sold. What about these guys? The Isle of Elephants. 11,000 men. Why can't we declare war? Valid Casters Ballet. Can we not just slave raid these boys? Maybe we have to be within a certain amount of sea provinces? Now, let's try on Yeti. No, we can't. Yeti phone... Well, apparently we've got no Casters Bellow whatsoever. Maybe they're in another internal... No, we've actually got none whatsoever. Okay, suddenly we're busy. You know what? Again, let's not worry about it. This game seems pretty odd about when you can and cannot declare war. Doesn't matter too much right now anyway. Okay, now we can declare war again. Okay, take two. Let's try again. So, you declare war. Slave raid. That's exactly what we're after. Council voting, yes. I don't particularly want a slave raid on this dude, because again, they got 11,000 men versus our... Oh, zero. We got 0 troops. We'll talk about that later. You know, we'll slave raid later. It's not important right now. During a particularly heated argument at the council, Shadow Chancellor Dadasig stepped in as you were about to make a fool of yourself. He was able to argue your point, not only saving your face, but also winning the argument for you. Thank you. I do truly owe you. Gain 75 prestige and owe this dude a favor. Your oh god, here we go. Your dragon, Tyvron, is a ravenous beast. She regularly roams the lands of the Manticore Isles, gorging on the livestock of the peasants. Oh god. Lose 100 gold, gain 50 piety, or say they're just a dragon, what do you expect? Local revolt risk plus 1.5%. If we get a revolt in the Manticore Isles, we are screwed, because we have no men whatsoever. Wait, we've got 153 boats, but no men. How does that work? Excuse me? Wait, why don't we have any men in our castle? Oh, because apparently it's been... Well, it's apparently been looted. We're not reinforced till the garrison is full. Plus 12 per month? Oh, we've got a slave camp in our capital. Oh, this is weird. Right, okay. So it's actually building the slave camp in our house, in House Spoff, rather than So normally, let's see if I can find an example of it for those of you who haven't seen this before. So normally, if we go to, say, like, I assume you slavers. Oh, for fuck's sake, I don't want to give them recompense. Yeah, she's a dragon. Piss off. Right, where's your capital? You boys don't have any slaves. What about, like, the Dothraki or something? Those boys normally have slaves. Yeah, this has got to be it. There we go. So, if you look here, this is normally what it does when you go slave raiding. It gives a build time and build cost modifier. Increase revolt risk and some light infantry from the actual slave camp building. So if we look here, small slave camp, 2,500 light infantry, but minus 50% morale and tax income. But for us, we're only getting the building in our capital. Now, I'm not sure whether it's because this is a colony. I'm not sure whether it's because House Spoff. Where is it? Oh, it is located in Manticore Isles, though. Weird. I guess it might just be because it's a colony. Either way, it's nothing to worry about right now. Again, all the focus is on, we're wife and husband, what do I need for love? Not being assassinated probably is one of the... Wait, calling out favor on us. What? Oh my god. They overthrew the Republic. They overthrew the Republic and usurped our title. Because we were the only other landed character. Well, that's a bit of bullshit, eh? I never thought about that. Well, there we go. That's it. No, obviously we're not gonna leave that there. Oh, I forgot about Drod Spoff, the kid who was immediately assassinated, my young brother. Sorry, I completely forgot about you in the recap. Oh shit. Okay. So that's opened up a whole new can of worms. We've got to help defend Asshai against invasions. Because if they overthrow the Republic... Basically, so the way it works is if you are... Say you're a king, right? And you only have one vassal under you who's a duke who has land, and you only have one province, and someone declares war for your province, you will then usurp land from your duke underneath you. And that's basically exactly what happened there. They invaded Asshai, took Asshai as a tribal ruler, because these Shadowmen always play as tribal, right? Overthrew the Republic, which lost the capital of Asshai, and the only other landed province in the Republic, the only landed province at all in the Republic, was our capital in the Manticore Isles. So they've just usurped our title, and now we're just a baron. We've just got a castle. As cool as it would be to play that, it's unfortunately impossible. That would be kind of cool, building up completely from a baron and reconquesting it. Shit. Right. That's really annoying, eh? What we're gonna have to do then is next time we're gonna have to go completely to war. We're going to have to declare war immediately, aren't we, and overthrow them? Oh, shit, I'm not a big fan of that, but it's just going to have to happen, otherwise we're going to face game over. Alright, this is good. This is kind of interesting. It is going to speed things along. There are probably some of you thinking, I don't want to wait 5 years to see this war. Congratulations. It's basically going to happen next episode. So, shit, we're going to have to move in now. We can't do that. We haven't got any troops. Mercenaries? Maybe Bravos will fund our war. We paid off our loan last time. We're going to have to hire some sellswords, turn up with a goddamn dragon, and torch the place. Holy shit. Well, that's the plan for next time. Thank you all for watching. A lot of character building again. Building ourselves up. Getting ready for our moving. The next episode is going to be it. We're going to have to take a shot next episode. Otherwise, House Spoff is going to go extinct. Because, I mean, it's not really... you know, the story, but basically Ashai's going to turn up and kick us out of the Manticore Isles unless we stop them right now. This is the final chance we've got. Holy shit. Man, CK2, sometimes you drive me mad with your mechanics. Thank you all for watching. I want to give a shout out to my insane top tier level patrons making a series like this possible in the first place. A big shout out to Big Dick Timmy, Zachary Harris, Arik, Lucas Holting, Sean Thornton, Haydog, Zadini, Paul, Necrophil and Croesus, I'm the Lizard King, Josh Lynn, Dean Tesla, Michael Mullen, Tyler Birch, Jacob Alexander Fenton, Palvis Presley, Logan Thorne, Conspired C, Orcs Wolf, Average Gamer 49, Escape, Zazzy7011, and Jackson Women. Thank you to all of the patrons who have supported over the Christmas break that I went on. I will update the Patreon list tomorrow. Obviously, I haven't had time. I've literally just got back only a few hours ago to my house, and I had to quickly make some videos here. So, thank you all for that. Do not worry, you will be put on the list as soon as possible. And... speaking of which, a big shout out to the rest of everybody else who's ever supported on Patreon. Nathaniel Lindbergh, Brendan Tonic, Euphrates, Facundo Vasquez, Quasar Fox, Jack Allen, Gabriel Van Der, Llewellyn Thomas, Nathan Flores, Johan DeVries, Duncan 2 and 7, Zet McDougall, Joseph Beard, Jordan Campbell, Harry McGowan, Chris, Sir Thor the Swede, Astro, Nick, Fraser Brandon, Kevin Saunders, Betimus Max, The Insane Pickle, Adam Person, Eagle Kozak, and the many others over at Patreon as well. Big shout out to the Twitch subscribers. We'll be back soon, probably within the new year with some Twitch streams. I might invest in a green screen, depends. I'll see how I feel. Maybe if you guys are nice. Who am I kidding? This Twitch is never going to be nice. Yeah, next episode. That's the big one.